should be a fun video to do. This is basically a mandala that we're going to create. I'm just going to tape my paper in place here so that it doesn't move too much. And the mandala is going to be kind of 3D. So if you follow along in these steps, do the first one kind of as I do, and then experiment. I can't wait to see what you guys post. So we're basically going to have a line through the middle just to keep her straight. And then I'm going to do another one, and this is going to be our center. So I'm going to try and keep it really good vertical line. So the next thing we're going to do is we want this to be kind of a circle. So I'm going to do the circle first. Now, the most perfect you can do it, the better. If you feel like you need to get like a round thing and trace it, that's fine. It doesn't need to be perfect because this is supposed to be kind of fun. And it's good to sort of exercise your ability to draw. So we've got a circle. It's fairly, this seems a little more on this side a little bit, doesn't matter a whole lot. You learn to judge distances and different things as you go. And then we're going to create sort of some dots. At that dot, we got our center dot, and at the bottom, kind of a little outside the circle. Same. Try to keep them fairly similar. So that's my circle end. And there we go. Now, we're going to create sort of an oval. And that's about halfway through. From here to here, it's about halfway. So we're going to do something that's maybe halfway through that, right? And it's going to converge at this point right here. And we're going to do the same thing down here. So I'm going to figure out my halfway mark. Just make it fairly consistent. Oops. And find it. If you have to scribble a little, that's fine. And halfway again. And it meets up in a nice curve. And then we're going to do the same this way. So my halfway mark to this guy. I think that's my halfway mark. Yeah. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And then halfway mark. Now I lost my eraser. Just want to make it more clear. Now I'm going to have to edit stuff. I can't find my fucking eraser. Eraser. I just want to make sure that it's clear where this line goes, so it's not as confusing for you guys following along. Right. Okay. So that's my circle. Okay, so this is sort of the band that I created here. So I'm going to do it again here. So halfway mark, create a band. Nice oval. And then halfway mark again. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to clear up, just darken that a little bit to make it more obvious what we've done. Right, got the other band here. All right. So now, fun part is, this is our vantage point. No! Now the fun part is, this is our vanishing point, right here. So, we've got some squares in here. So, this was our vanishing point, right? We can do a few things, and we've got a couple different shapes in here to play with. So I'm going to start with just these corners for now, and make these kind of like their other vanishing points, in that we're going to kind of create a box. See that? Where we can create some depth and have some color, some fun with some light source, shading, and texture. So I'm going to do the same thing here. And this guy. And this guy. So just imagine if you're having a hard time. So we're going to do it here as well. Right. So there we go. So we've got. So what we're going to do is, with markers or color or whatever, decide sort of where the shading is going to be. I would say if this is dark, then the light source is over there. So I think there would be a shadow here. Maybe this would be a little darker. These would be pretty bright. This might be a little darker. All right. So now what else do you want to do? Maybe we could make these spaces kind of the same thing. Now this is a circle, right? Maybe we can make it deeper than the other one. Right? And there we go, right? We're going to use our other, these now become vantage points. So this would be dark. A bit of shading over here. Have some fun. So we can do the same thing, only we want this piece. It can be very easy to confuse which one you're working on. And you don't have to make them all perfectly match. So this one was a little deeper, right? It's on the circle. It's on the circle line. And then our vantage point from the center. There we go. And then this guy. So dark here. Right. And then of course we can have some fun with color. So we've got this guy on this guy, this side, and this side. Match them up. Corner to corner. Right. Dark. Same thing. Give it a little depth, and there we are. This would be shaded a little bit more differently here. Right, same as here. Shaded. All right. So we're going to keep doing that. I'm going to probably just draw and then I'll speed it up, and then you can see how we can have some fun with some color and texture. You can, you know, use these working lines in the middle to do whatever you please with as well. All these, you know. So let's draw, and I'll check back in when we're done. And of course, we want you to share your work. This doesn't need to make perfect sense. It has to be an exercise in perspective, but you can mess with it. You can, you know, you can make any part of these a different perspective. Actually, you can focus perspective on a different corner if you like. Have fun with color, have fun with texture, and shading, and I can't wait to see what you share. Thanks.